Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through. Wednesday, our last Wednesday of February, and then it's March, if you can believe it. It's gone. March on Sunday. But I'm glad to have you all with me, those of you who tuned in from around the country. My name is Brendan Benfield. I am the Senior Executive here at DuePoint, and we're going to spend this lunch hour, or half of it anyway, running through what DuePoint is. That's what you're here for today, and understanding what we do, why we do it, and how we're doing it. I think most of you in the audience have seen it before, but we're going to give you all the details today, and we'll correct all the things that the other guys that were here said wrong. Okay, we'll make sure that it's right by the time you leave. For those of you watching it on the camera, hopefully this is the first time you're seeing it, and we're going to give it to you correct from the beginning. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a homegrown, local South African insurance company, started in 1952, 69 years old. We are listed, and we are a licensed life and short-term insurance company. So you are dealing with the real deal here in South Africa. We're not a UMA, we're not an intermediary or a brokerage. This is one of the few fully licensed insurance companies in South Africa today. The division of DuePoint was founded in Constantia about 5 years ago now. And when it was founded with a primary objective. That objective was to create an economic solution for South Africans. It sounds like something you might have heard before, but unfortunately the reality even 5 years ago was that we as South Africans did desperately need an economic solution. And we understood this as a corporate. We understood that if we were to continue to survive, we were going to have to provide more than just products to our customers. We were going to have to provide them a solution for their financial situation. Our president has said it twice now, once at the end of last year and once at Sona. We are in financial crisis in South Africa. We're in financial crisis. For you and me on the ground, that's a problem because we don't have the ability to change that circumstance. We don't have the ability to control our own income or to control our own expenditure in this current economic climate, let alone trying to change it on a macro level. We are stuck in this downward spiral. It's something that most South Africans try and ignore or laugh off, but it is unfortunately the reality. Things are getting much more expensive. And we understand that in the next budget speech, we're going to be hearing about dramatic tax increases. Dramatic. I thought we'd already been experiencing dramatic tax increases. So one can only imagine what's going to happen. That means that for you and me on the ground, what little we have will continue to be taken away from us. How do we battle that? Do we battle that by getting another job? Is it not the jobs that have put us in this position? Do we start our own businesses? Always a good idea to start a new business in an economic recession, isn't it? Do we get promoted, re-educated? Are these options that lie in the hands of most South Africans? I would say for about 99.5% of us, definitely everybody in this room, I would imagine, we don't have alternative options in changing our income. We need something. And we designed something here at DuePoint that we believe does that. It is homegrown again in South Africa, so it understands this set of problems, and it is designed to solve this set of problems that we have. We call it the DuePoint system. It is a system that utilizes 21st century technology to ask you to connect South Africans to us. You don't do that in the old-fashioned ways. The old-fashioned ways, you had to go out and be a salesperson. You had to go and sell products. You had to be someone who was good at standing on a stage and doing presentations or getting people into your lounge and presenting to them there. You also had to be a person that had a bakkie because you had to keep all the stock in the back of the bakkie or in your fridge or in your garage. Those were the old-fashioned ways of creating income. Those things have not solved our problem. They certainly haven't slowed the problem down either. No, we needed a new way. And so we used technology. And we said, connect people to us through our technology. By doing that, you will expand our market share. And by doing that, you'll increase our revenue. When you do that, we're able to now create for you a recurring income, not a transactional income. Everything you've done up until now has been transactional income. Your job is transactional income. You work for a month, they pay you. Stop working, they stop paying you. That's just the way it works. If you're a commission-based salesperson, when you're selling, you make your money. When you stop selling, there's no more money. That's transactional income. That does not solve our economic situation. What we needed was recurring income. Income that's there even when you are not working on it. That's proper wealth. That's the kind of thing that less than 0.5% of the world have. Income that's there even when they can't work on it. We built that by utilizing our financial services products. All of them run on debit orders. Those debit orders raise every single month, no matter what you're doing or what your circumstances in that month are. And when they are paid, you are paid. It is an income that is there when you're on holiday. It is an income that is there when you are lying in a hospital bed. It is proper recurring income. We built it, like I said, in South Africa. So we built it around all the things that we understand are problems in South Africa. First of all, we're all completely and utterly filled with stigma for anything that doesn't smell, taste, or look like a job. Am I right? Yes. We were too when we built this. Remember, we didn't start this in a garage with an Excel spreadsheet. This comes out of a multi-billion rand insurance company. We didn't sit down and go, can we be the next product seller to goodies seller to people? No, we sat down and we said, we need a proper solution that South Africans can be proud of. You will notice that everything that is done at DuePoint is done at the highest possible standard to overcome the stigma that people have for anything that doesn't look, smell, or taste like a job. This isn't a job, but it is far, far more powerful than a job. We also knew that South Africans don't have any time. That's a natural South African trait. It's part of the application for citizenship here in South Africa. When you write, I don't have time, I'm too busy, we now know you're a full-blown South African. We knew that. And so with the technology, we were able to develop something that would leverage your lack of time, that would leverage how busy you are. We spend a lot of time getting poorer in South Africa. A lot. How many hours a week are you working on your job at the moment? Not the 40 they put in your contract, I can tell you that. We work 60, 80, 100, 120 hours a week, all of us. Overtime that's not paid, etc., etc. We know that. We have to fix that problem. And therefore, we give you a piece of technology that will leverage all the characteristics of your particular circumstances to create wealth for you. We have never met a South African yet, and we see about 10,000 a month that could not utilize this tool to change their circumstances. So I promise your circumstances are not so unique that they're different from everybody else's. This is a tool that will work for you. In addition, we layer this entire system with the protections that South Africans need. As South Africans these days, we are being damaged and injured in so many ways, economically, physically, emotionally, health-wise. In so many ways, we are being damaged, and there is nothing out there to protect us. In fact, my wife was telling me last night that the hijackers are starting to hijack people inside school grounds. So my wife is a school mom. They go through the security every day thinking they're safe in the school grounds. Yesterday at St. Stithians, parents were held up on the premises. Held up. Now, of course, we've got whys. You see, we don't wear our jewelry anymore. My wife was hijacked in 2016 for some rings, some stones, some sand on her hands. She got hijacked, held up, robbed, all of that jazz. So now we got all clever, all of us, I can see. None of the ladies wear their rings anymore. None of them wear their earrings. So what are they hijacking us for these days? Cell phones and wallets. That's what you go and go and read the documentaries and the write-ups on Google. They'll tell you. They now know that we don't wear our jewelry, so now they hijack us for something else. And now they're doing it in our school grounds. We are not safe as South Africans. And so at DuePoint, just by being a wealth engineer, we give you protections that you do not have today built in. We give you all of this and the use of our system and our tools at no cost. Today is not a financial decision for you, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need to buy a starter kit. You don't need to pay for training or pay a monthly admin fee. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get everything else at no cost at all. This is not a system of impoverishment. It is a system of wealth creation. We have done everything, guys. I am not a sales guy. I'm a chartered accountant. This is the best you're ever going to see of me and my personality. We don't sell here at DuePoint. What we did was build a solution. That's what we did. And we said we can't charge South Africans for it because they don't have any money left. This tool today is a tool that moves you forward from day one. It doesn't put you back first and then you have to catch up on all the things you bought. You move forward in our system from day one. And because you're not going to sell for us, You're not going to be intermediaries or representatives or brokers or advisors or employees of ours. You're not. You're simply going to be people that use our tech, and everybody can do that. Everybody can build an asset here with us. Remember these channels you build, these platforms of distribution that create income for you. Those will outlive you. When you pass away one day, the income you've been earning during your life is automatically transferred to your children. And they're able to take what you started and build it even further and hand it over to your grandchildren. It makes us uniquely the only South African company that we know of that is intergenerational. And we can really say that because we're 69 years old. So again, it didn't start in a garage somewhere with an Excel spreadsheet. You're dealing with somebody who's already 3 generations old already. And we believe that we can create this wealth for you and your family going forward. Folks, we made it simple enough that everybody in South Africa can do it. If you're able to tap your phone, you're able to connect people to us. By tapping your phone, people will see what you're seeing here today. When they do, they will get out there, get the technology, and they too will connect people to us. And so a platform of distribution will form around your connection. This platform will continue to grow across the city, the province, and the country. We have seen it thousands of times in the last half decade that we've been doing this. That's also a good thing to note. You're not the first to do this. We're not experimenting with you hoping that this will work. We've been doing this for ages. People have come before you and have built wealth in this time of crisis in advance of that day when they really need it. We come along then as DuePoint, not you, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout the channel that you created. No selling, no presenting, no carrying stock around, and wealth is born for you. We distribute the wealth to you in 2 ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program is going to pay you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel, every month that it's paid. And then we multiply that by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. So for instance, you're going to connect a few people. They're going to make their product payments. You're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand, not once, but every time that debit order runs successfully. Now, this is a really interesting thing. I've had people say it's not enough money. And I said, really? Have you ever tapped your phone before and every time you've tapped it, you've earned 55 Rand? No. And then not only that, but for every tap that you did in the past, it keeps paying you 55 Rand every month thereafter. No, folks, you cannot earn faster and more reliably than in the DuePoint system anywhere in the country. It doesn't matter what people have promised you. People don't deliver on their promises in South Africa. We had 16 new promises at the Sona speech this year. 16 new promises. How many of those 16 do you think we will see come to fruition? How many promises have we had in the 110 years that we've been a country? Yeah, we're not good at seeing promises delivered. Here at DuePoint, we don't deal with computer screens. We put a little number up, this is how much you're worth. No, we don't do that. We don't deal with euros or cryptos or whatever the nonsense I hear is out there in the economy. We deal with South African rands in your bank account. Every month you will get an FNB or an Nedbank or a Standard Bank in contact that will say someone has just put money in your bank account. That's a great feeling. That's a great, it's much better than the other in contacts you get, where it's someone taking money out of your bank account. How many ins do you get a month? Maybe one? I think the average person probably gets one. Now we'll give you 100% more. We'll give you 2. That's second one. It's lovely getting 2 paydays in every month. That's what we do. You can talk to all the wealth engineers that have been with us over the years. You can watch their testimonies on our channels. They'll tell us into your bank account every month. That's what happens. These individuals will connect a few more people. They'll pay for their products. And again, you'll get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. You are now starting to create a stream of income that will begin to change your life. Count up the dots. This is just an example. But you've done a handful of collections. The more products they take, the more income you make. All of a sudden, you are back in control of your income. That thing that we lost, that we haven't had in the South African economy for the last 15 years, you've got back in the DuePoint system. Now, we don't limit you to how much you can earn here, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't cut you off at the bottom. I just don't have enough space to keep the table going on. You can create any channel size, and you can create any income you want with us. It requires 2 things, your time and your effort. Yes, I'm afraid you will have to work. I know that there's been things that are promised to you that said you don't have to work. 90 days you'll all be rich lying on yachts in the Mediterranean. Nope. That's not going to happen here. You are going to have to put time and effort into connecting people to us. If you're able to do that, well, then you can create any level of income you would like with us here at DuePoint. We have people that are already earning a lot more than you earn here, and we have people that earn a lot less. It depends purely on you, what you want to get out of the DuePoint system. It does not earn just $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. I've had somebody come to me and say, these things only earn a couple of grand a month. Really? Why am I paying so many people such big amounts of money then? This is in your hands, what you want to earn. You can replace your income entirely, or you can top it up. You'll decide. We use a powerful example, we think here, to prove to you how much and how little you can choose to earn in our system. We call it the 3+2 example because it says in your first month with us, just connect 3 people, and then every month thereafter, just connect 2. Now, of course, you can connect as many people as you like. This is just an example. But if you are able to put 3 solid paid people in your first month and 2 every month thereafter, well, then using the data of those that came before you, not made up stuff, actual, we can then forecast quite accurately what you can reasonably expect to earn. If you do it for 6 months, we think you'll be on around 2,500 Rand a month. It's not big money because you haven't been doing anything. You've been connecting 2 people a month. Our top guys, 50 to 75 a month. But you're busy, remember. You don't have any time. You're very important. You're not a salesperson. You don't know people. I've heard all of it before. Okay, so you can only do 2. 2 people a month, and you're earning 30,000 Rand a year with us in 6 months. 2,500 Rand every month. Some people say it's not enough. I say, even to those people, think about what an extra 2.5K a month would do for you right now. What line item expenditure would disappear because you had an extra 2,500 Rand a month? What if you did it for a year? 12 months of connecting individuals to us, our math says you should be on around 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month in 1 year from now. You engineered it off of your own blood, sweat, and tears. You can't be retrenched from it. You cannot be fired from it. That's very important to note, given the state of our economy. 675,000 jobs lost a year in South Africa. There are only 10 million people employed. How quickly before we get to naught if we're losing 675,000 a year? Okay? Yeah, you can't get retrenched. 1 year, you're on 10,000 Rand a month. What does 10K a month do for you? Now, I've had people, even people who are wealth engineers, say, Brendan, you can't say 10 grand after a year. It's too slow. People want 100,000 Rand. And I go, really? Okay, well, then they're going to have to do a lot more than 2 people. You can get to 100,000 Rand. Just do more than 2 people. And you can get there faster. But if you're busy and you don't know people, you're not a salesperson, blah, 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 well, then 2 people a month will get you to 120,000 Rand a year in 1 year with us. Do it for 2 years, and you should be changing nothing. 2 people a month, you should be on around 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. Now, that's the salary of most people, I think. 27 to 30,000, I think we've caught about 60, maybe 66% of people in the economy in that net. 2 years, folks. If you are earning 30 plus, ask yourself how many years it took you to get there. Here we're saying 2. What do we ask you to do? Come to work every day, 9 until 5, with 15 days leave every year? No. We're asking you to put 2 people in a month. 3 years down, you should be on 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. 4 years down, you should be on about 60,000 Rand a month if you follow the trends of those that have come before you. And if you can do it for half a decade, you should be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. Now, you might say, well, that's too long. I'm not going to work 5 years for 100,000 Rand. And I'll go, really? How long did it take you to get to 100,000 Rand in your career? We've got people that have worked 40, 45 years and nowhere near that. 5 years is a very short period of time, folks. Do you remember the Soccer World Cup? That was 10 years ago. 10. I had a newborn. I now have a 10-year-old. 5 years is nothing. Especially given the fact that you're not going to quit your jobs to do this. This is just a tool you're going to pick up and start using and walking this journey with us. Folks, thousands have come before you. Thousands are earning. If you came to our Converge conference a couple of weeks ago, you saw the numbers. This is not a little business. This is an economic tool we're using to change the economy we live in. And it's just an opportunity for you to participate in. What would you like to earn? Because whatever it is, you can create it with us. But you are going to have to put time and effort into building your wealth with us here. But it's built on a very different foundation from the wealth you're earning in whatever you're doing right now. The second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. It's our training program. We actually teach you how to do this business. People come and say, I don't know how to do it. I say, no problem. We will hold your hand and we will teach you how to become a successful wealth engineer with us, understand the economy you're in, and become better at producing wealth for yourself and your family. You don't pay for this training. Everywhere else you've gone, you had to pay for the training. Here you get it automatically. In the training, as you complete the steps of it, we give you what's called XP points, experience points. They accumulate. As they accumulate, naturally your channel is going to grow, and you meet those two criteria of channel size and experience, and we will rank you up in our training program. And when we do, we reward you. We reward you with all sorts of things. Cash and tools. The cash gets more every time you rank up. They become exponentially larger amounts of money. And then at rank 5, we start to give you the tools. Rank 5, it's a full business kit. Will help you open conversation with others. It'll help to legitimize what you're doing in their minds. At rank 7, we'll give you a 20,000 Rand set of imported gold-gilded business cards, custom made for you. Real gold, folks, not ink, real gold leaf on the business cards. Suddenly, we don't look like all of those other things. And then at rank 9, for those of you who go the distance, we will take you and your family away on a 5-star, all expenses paid business class trip to a different location every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size with us. Not requalifying every year, no, just maintaining your channel size. We don't have any T's and C's on this holiday. There's none of this. I've seen such nonsense. Anyway, we will pick you up at your house with your family and we'll deliver you back there a week later. We go in December when it's hot and expensive and your kids are on holiday. We don't go in July and May and August. I've seen all these other ones. Now, this is the real deal. You go on holiday as a South African during South African holidays. And we go to different places every year. Last year we were in Latouz Rock in Mauritius. Go and look up Latouz Rock, top 10 hotel in the world, 30 years running. Okay, we're not mucking around. It's not the caravan park. And the beautiful thing about this business is because we've been doing it for so long, we show you the real stuff. There's no fake pictures here. We will show you wealth engineers, their spouses, and their children going away with us every year to different locations. And you've got to ask yourself the question, are you really not willing to start making change in your economic circumstances? Are you really unwilling to do that? Because if you are willing, then your life is going to look a little bit like this. It's February. It's a long walk to December, but that's good for you guys, bad for me, because I want to go back there. But I've got to wait a long time. But it's good for you because there's time. For those of you who want to go rank 9, you've got a whole year ahead of you. How quickly can you get there? Well, you can get there in 5 months. Like this chap over here, I spoke to him this morning, still pumping. 5 months. Or you can get there in 3 years. We've had people take 3 years to get there. And everybody in between. It's completely up to you. You can come and join us, not just by yourself, but with your spouse and your family. This is not like something you have seen before. At rank 11, we'll give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed through us or rented from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. It's your car. And again, it's a promise that's already been delivered more than once here at DuePoint to our rank 11s. Go on to our YouTube channel, go and watch them taking delivery of their cars. Rob always says, you know what the best car in the world is? It's one that doesn't have a debit order coming off every month. It's that one. And that's what you get here at DuePoint. That's 11 of the 28 mapped ranks in our program. We've only shown you the first third here today. Folks, this entire business is built off of the back of our financial services products. There's no magic here. There's nothing hidden. We don't have a pile of invisible money we're handing out. No, we build it off of the back of our financial services products. And there's a whole host that you can pick from. The first is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 334 Rand a month. For that 334 Rand, you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account, and 125,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. Everybody in South Africa can be covered by us. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand a month, but it's got a whole host of options you can select from, how much cover you want, how many people you want on the plan with you, and you as the principal policy holder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover as well. It means when you die, we settle your funeral and 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard legal expenses insurance. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal expenses cover. It means you now have a lawyer whenever you need them for every incident, up to the value of 250,000 Rand. The legal team that have worked on this have never charged that much. Never have they charged that much. And they do everything. Go and look at the list of things that you can do with them. I'm talking everything is in there for 249 Rand a month. Our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. 299 Rand a month gives you membership to our club, and that gives you access to our corporate suppliers. You get our discounts, our vouchers, our packages, our VIP treatment, our account managers. You get all of that to help you manage your personal economic situation. You have the tool to create wealth and the products to cover you for risk and reduce your costs. We then give you, as a wealth engineer, for free, 2 layers of free protection. Firstly, our legal access service. It is on our DuePoint app, and 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country, you can push the green dial button and you've got a lawyer at the end of the phone to assist you and to advise you on just about everything. Then you get our Medical service. Again, the next green button down, you dial it 24 hours a day anywhere in the country, and you have qualified nurses and qualified doctors at the end of the phone to advise you through any medical situation you find yourself in, from pediatrics all the way through to frail care, 24 hours a day. No cost to you. That is two free services you get by simply being a wealth engineer with us. Some people have said, you just built it into the price of your products. Well, all of these services have arrived in the last couple of years. Have we had any price increases? No. That means it comes out of profit margin, doesn't it? It is a free service that you get because South Africans need protection. Keep your eye. We're going to have more and more of these coming along. Folks, this entire business is wrapped, before I jump to that, we've got training videos on everything, review videos on all of our products and all of our services. You'll find them on our website, our app, and our YouTube channel. You can hear about everything about all these products, full comprehensive reviews on them if you want details about them. And the business, as I said, is wrapped in our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is to get you up and running nice and quickly and then to sustain you as you build your channels with us. It says, don't put 2 people in a month. That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous example. Put 10 people in. 10 connections a month. If you're able to do that every calendar month, and every calendar month make sure those 10 are paid in the same month, well, then we will boost your returns and rewards by an additional 5,000 Rand. If you up it to 20 people in a month, remember our top guys are doing 50 to 75 a month. If you up it to 20, we'll give you an extra 10,000 Rand a month. That means that this month you could get 10,000 plus from us if you're able to put 20 people in and get them paid in the same calendar month. And this happens every month, folks. It runs in calendar month cycles. If you're able to do a person a day, connect 1 person a day and make sure they pay in the same calendar month, then we'll increase your earnings by 15,000 Rand every month that you do it. I said a little earlier, no system that we have seen will allow you to earn as quickly, as reliably, and in such a sustainable fashion as the one that we have created here at DuePoint. You have the ability to replace your entire income or top up your income depending on what you want. You can do both of those with our system. Everything about us is public, ladies and gentlemen. We're a public listed company. Go to the JSE's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website. You'll find our financial statements there, our directors, our BEE status, and you can find all of our licenses on the regulators' websites. Go to the FSCA's website. You'll find our long-term and our short-term insurance licenses and all of our FSP licenses. We used to list them all, but there's too many of them now. I'll just give you one just so that you can look us up. Then go and find all the other FSP licenses there. You can, if you guys are here, see them all on the walls as well outside. This is a public open book company. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, super simple. You've got to do 4 things for me. Firstly, you've got to go to our website, DuePoint.net, and you've got to fill out the form. Apply or join. Fill the application form out. Less than 3 minutes. You're a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having departed from your pockets today. Not a cent. And you are up and running. Then you've got to download our tech. That's how you connect people, is through our DuePoint app. It's free, like everything at DuePoint. Download it, put it on your phone, start connecting people. But you don't know how to connect people because you don't know how to use our app. So step number 3 is you've got to do the training. Folks, it's videos. There's no written exams. There's no oral exams. There's no multiple choice tests. It's just videos. You've got to open up the app. Once you've opened it up, menu or tools will take you to getting started. The getting started videos, 3, 4, 5 of them, will get you all the information you need on what to say, how to say it, how to use the tech, and how to connect people to us. So don't come to me afterwards and say, yeah, but I can't do this because I don't know what to say. I'll say, I'll teach you what to say. Open the app, push tools, watch the video, and we'll show you how to connect people. You are not selling products to people. You are connecting people to save them from their economic circumstances. And then step number 4, you're going to do the only thing we're ever going to ask you to do. The only thing. And that is to connect people to us through that technology. Once you've connected 3 people, you start earning. 3 connections and you're making money. You can do that by this evening if you put your back into it. 3 people done and you're making money here with DuePoint. Folks, everything you need is online. This is in fact an online business. You guys are just in our broadcasting studio today. You don't ever have to come back to DuePoint. The app will give you everything you need to connect people to us. You can go and get our podcasts if you like that instead of videos, and you can go to our online store at DuePoint.net and buy all the tools that you're going to need. If you struggle with data, our USB stick has got intros, downloads, testimonies, training all on it. It means you can plug it into your TV at home and you can watch without using the internet. We have all the other tools for you as well. There's even more on our online store. Go and look. We are going to be down in Durban starting our road shows for the year. We move around the whole country every year. Durban, you're up 14th of March. We're looking forward to seeing you guys there. And we're looking forward to seeing people from all other 8 provinces in Durban on the 14th of March, building wealth across the country. We all have friends in all the provinces. Get them there. It's a free conference. What a surprise. That word comes up a lot at DuePoint. Free conference, it's going to be amazing. Start booking your tickets now by using the events menu in your app and booking your tickets. We need to know how big a room, how big an venue we're going to need for that morning. So book now. Let's get that done. We're going to see you down there. And then, folks, this week is our very final Friday introduction presentation at 12:15. So if you guys love the Friday presentation, you better maximize this Friday because it's the last one. After into March, we will no longer be holding our intro on Friday. Fridays, but we are bringing 2 other events into our calendar as permanent fixtures. We're going to run through the details of those 2 events and a third announcement, which is going to be particularly exciting on Saturday, on this Saturday during the course of the morning. For those of you who are here for our first Super Saturdays are going to be those Saturdays where we recognize everyone that ranked up the month before in our XP Rewards program. I know you guys have all been invited already. If you ranked up in January or February this year and you haven't had a phone call yet, it's probably because we couldn't get through to you. So call the office, because we're going to have a special event here at 9:30 in the morning exclusively for you guys. And then at 11:30 when we do the launch workshop, we're going to be showcasing the guys that have been ranking up in the first 2 months of this year. It's going to be awesome. That's the first thing we're adding, and then Rob's going to get into the rest of these things with you on Saturday morning. So you can't afford to miss this Saturday, because there's lots of important announcements both at the intro and at the launch workshop. And then Tuesday is Tell All Tuesday again. They flip by. I tell you, it's like bang, 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 tell all, tell all, tell all. This month, March is Tell All Tuesdays. Next week, Tuesday night at 6:30. We're going to have a host of new guys up on the stage. We're looking at new people for the new year and those who are making money already in 2020. A whole host of them. And we really encourage you to be here. Tune in live. If you're in Joburg, get into the studio. The energy will be palpable as usual. And we're going to be looking at the lives of individuals, changing their circumstances with this tool this Tuesday. It's the perfect evening for people who know better. It's the perfect evening for those people. If you've got someone who just knows better, won't come near DuePoint now because they know better, Tuesday night, bring them here. It's evidence night. It's proof night. It's the perfect night for difficult guests. Bring them here. We'll even tell them they're difficult guests. I'm doing this Tell All Tuesday. I haven't done a Tell All Tuesday in forever. I'll have no qualms telling them that you're here this evening because you were the difficult guests. I'll tell them. So bring them all in. It's going to be fantastic on Tuesday night. Put it in your diaries and get ready for it. Folks, we have done absolutely everything in our power to create the economic solution for South Africa. It is already starting to spiral around the economy. Jump onto our Facebook page and take a look at the momentum we're getting. Go onto our YouTube channel. We are the largest viewed YouTube channel in the financial services sector in South Africa today. You didn't even know we existed before this morning. We are the single largest viewed financial services channel on YouTube. This thing is very real. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask them. We've got a client service team. We'll take your questions all day, every day, Monday to Friday. And those of you here, come and ask the staff. Come and ask them. But don't walk out of here with the wrong perception of what this is. This is, we believe, the only economically viable solution for the South African context today. And we hope you come and join us. Guys, we're live again tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll see you then. Thank you very much.